Shalom, Shalom Israel. Want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. This is Brother Ishmael coming back with the next good video. Also, we shall be edified through the Spirit. So today, video going into the Lord only dealing with Israel and the other nations is as spittle. In other words, the reason for this video is because you see that brothers reading certain scriptures and don't understand the scripture and they erring from it, meaning that they coming up with certain doctrines and whatnot that will be contradicting the word of the Lord, and nothing can contradict the word of the Lord, right? So therefore, brothers erring, not knowing the scriptures and coming up with doctrines and to bring destruction upon themselves, right? So that is we start with Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 32 and verse 21, right? It's the book of Ecclesiasticus 32 and 21. Right? Say, be not confident in a plain way. Right? So you don't want to be confident in a plain way. As in, we know something wrong, or we know, like moving this way would be us moving in the spirit. I mean, know it's wrong, but we just, in other words, have that do care spirit, so we just, like, cool, wherever it is, you understand? And then we thinking that that way could get us places, right? So it's a be not confident in a plain way, right? So therefore, if we see certain scriptures, right, and we know that the Lord speak in parables, therefore, we see in a scripture, right, um, and then you would think that this could be going into saving the other nations, and all throughout the Bible, there are hundreds of precepts showing that the Lord only dealing with Israel. So when you bounce up something like that, you have to question it like, this had to have some kind of parable or some kind of understanding to it, because I mean, one minute it's saying this and then how it could be saying something different, right? So therefore you gotta search out the understanding of that, right? Next precept we go to, it's what's in Ecclesiastes 7 and 16, right? So book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7, start here. Right. Alright, alright, nice. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 16. Right, it's the book of Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. Say, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? So again, right, you don't want to be confident in a plain way, and you don't want to be righteous over much. So again, it's a balance in this thing, right? So it's a be not righteous over much. As in, uh, example for that would be like, um, you know that this will defile, right? Not saying that you will be carnal and just eat anything. But you know that the water defile, understand, the food defile, right? And if you just be righteous over much and be like, I'm not drinking no water because the water defile, the pain, all sorts of things in the water, and you don't drink no water, you'll die, right? So that there is an example of being righteous over much. Or as in, they want to search out how old the Musa is, right? And they go into studies and deep studies, you understand? That is being righteous over much. And I say, well, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? So be neither, you will destroy yourself. Right? You would know. Alright? This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 12. Say, and further by these, my son, be admonished of naked many books. Right? There is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh. So, see not, you have brothers our sisters going into all these other books. Understand? So it say, and further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. So therefore, if we keep going into this book and that book and this book and that book, and it's not now certain books, right? You can get proper understanding from it, right? But you want to stay to the foundation, right? Which is this Bible, you understand? So when we go into this book, that book, this book, that book, you would have no end, right? You will just be filling up our shelves with books, you understand? And who knows, you could destroy yourself, right? And zero. And much study is a weariness of the flesh. Understand? So when you constantly, like in this book, in that book, when you realize you in these books whole day, right? You're eating, you're doing nothing else, you understand? It's just like in these books, right? You definitely would destroy yourself, right? With the First Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Right? First Timothy 4 and verse 1. It says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. Right? So it's showing you what would happen in the latter times. And as we know, we end the latter times for these things happening. Right? We've seen our brothers giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines and devils. Right? Brothers came up on proper foundation, proper doctrine, and then getting getting sifted out with all winds of doctrine. Understand? Being moved every time a little doctrine come across, being moved with it and being sifted out. Understand, brothers, not holding firm on what it was brought up on. Right? So, brothers giving heed to these spirits and falling on the truth, right? Brothers giving heed to these spirits and thinking now, everybody could be saved. Brothers giving heed to these spirits and talking about um, camps, Pharisees, and all these other things, right? So, brothers giving heed to these spirits and in other words, thinking that you don't have to keep the laws and all this kind of stuff, right? So it's say, now the Spirit speaketh expressly, so like expressly, then the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, even on, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, right? Just yesterday I was looking at a video which um, brothers China come across with this doctrine that we can't eat chicken, right? So we see here it's forbidden to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, which the Most High had created to be received with thanksgiving of them, which believe and know the truth, right? So this year definitely is the latter times that we seeing these things happening, right? See, all right, come on, let's sit on that. Right. Let's go back to Sirach. So book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 21. Right? Sirach 3 and 21. It says, seek not out things that are too hard for thee. Right? So you don't want to be seeking things that are too hard for you, especially if you're not in the spirit. Right? You don't want to be seeking things that are too hard for you, especially like if you know you're low in spirit, or especially like if you know there's a babe, right? You don't want to be going into acts, right? And Romans and these things, and I want to do deep studies, and you don't even know how to keep feast days, right? You don't fully understand, right? Some of the basic laws, but you want to be going into acts and Romans, and you want to like, and you want to figure out the seven heads and these things, you understand? Knowing these deep breakdowns, not going and get to the kingdom. Knowing all the breakdowns are going to get to the kingdom. Keeping the law statutes, keeping the law statutes, and so like keeping the law statutes and commandments and having the faith in your Yahweh version, your Shai, that would get to the kingdom. Right? As the scripture say. Right? But not, all the deep breakdowns, right? You're going into Acts, you're going into Romans, right? All these deep breakdowns. And you ask your brother, how does keep pure? understand? Um, Give me the background behind the structure and let you know, right? All these feast days, right? And brothers do understand, but you wanna hop into these deep books, you understand, and destroy yourself. You say, seek not out things that are too hard for thee. You are search the things that are above thy strength. It's not saying that brothers, shouldn't like go into a little prophecy and whatnot. But when something too hard for you, you understand? You relax, right? You go step by step. You understand? You can't just come to this thing a year or two. No man, you wanna know all the deep breaking laws. Understand? So you wanna take this thing step by step, ask the Lord to put that spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in you, right? And not rush this process, right? You want to become this next big preacher in Israel, or you want to be that brother that know the most in the camp. Understand? Just be humble. If the Lord see it fit to put that spirit on you, so be it, or praise to the Most High. But you wanna don't see it out, not too hard for you, because we see it in person that could bring brothers to their destruction. Right? Let me go to Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 17. Right? This is the book of Ecclesiastes 8 and 17. Right? To the bottom. It says, and I beheld all the work of the Most High, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun. Right? So we don't want to go be seeking out like how high the sun is, or how much water in the ocean, or like in other words, you want to see how far down we could go into the earth, these kind of things. Understand? See, and I beheld all the work of the Most High, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun, because though a man labor to seek it out, yet he shall not find it. Yea, further though a wise man think to know it, yet shall he not be able to find it. So some things, right, man just can't know. Understand? Some things man just can't know plain. Right? The Lord had to explain why he do this that way, and why he picked Israel, why why he put in the other nations in the slave. The Lord had to explain that to no man, right? And he don't have to explain it to nobody. Understand? Some things you just have to deal with. Right? Because you see that brothers brothers going in to saying that the Lord, like the other nations could save the Lord, understand, and um thinking that it have some it have some t-shirts that we'll go through in a while, right? That what would be having brothers, you know, stumbling upon these precepts and thinking that the nations could be saved, and my bad, the nations could be saved, understand? And these Gentiles, the real Gentiles, the heathens, right? They could come to the Lord and dwell with Israel and whatnot. Right? Let's go to Jonah 1 and verse 9. Right? We can get into it. This is the book of Jonah, chapter 1 and verse 9. Right? And he said unto them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear Yahweh, the God of heaven, which hath made the sea and the dry land. Right? Verse 10. Then were the men exceedingly afraid, and said unto him, Why hast thou done this? For the men knew that he fled from the presence of Yahweh, because he had told them. Right, so because these men are afraid of the Lord, right? Because these men were heathens, right? So because these men are afraid from the Lord, does that mean the Lord deal with them? Right? That don't mean that they could make sacrifices and whatnot, and they could sacrifice laws, statutes, and commandments, and they could be put into Israel. Right? That don't mean that. Right? Let me jump down. To verse 14. Right? Verse 14. Say, Shalaka, say, wherefore they cried unto Yahweh and said, We beseech thee, O Lord, we beseech thee, that us not perish for this man's life, and lay not upon us innocent blood. For thou, O Lord, hast done as it pleased thee. Right? So now you pray unto the Lord. But other thing, you see that? Yes. Now they could be after them to Israel. You understand? Everybody could serve the Lord. Right? They could be with Israel. You understand? That's madness. Right? Verse 15. So they took up Jonah and cast him forth into the sea, and the sea ceased from her raging. Right? 16. And the men feared Yahweh exceedingly and offered a sacrifice unto Yahweh and made vows. Right? So you see there, these men offered, right, a sacrifice to the Most High. You understand? And made vows. Now, but also see this and see, you see that? They could serve the Lord. It's not, this is not, right, a sin offering. You understand? This was not trespass offering. You understand? Therefore, this don't mean that these heathens or these other nations, understand, have the ability to serve the Lord or get the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in them, like how Israel would get that spirit, knowledge, and understanding. Right? This don't mean that you could go and bring an East Indian and say, all right, come to camp with us, brother. You know, you know that this brother, right? You know that this brother, right, is definitely an East Indian. Understand? Father, seed, whoever from India, whoever, right? You know that this man is definitely the East Indian. You see, come to Canberra, you know, all of us is one. That is madness, right? So this year don't mean that they, this year don't mean that they could be like Israel, understand? This don't mean that the Lord dealing with these men, understand? The Lord choose what He wants to do, understand? Um, let's go to Exodus 18. Okay, you see these are ones. All right, God, right? You see, and Jethro, right? Exodus 18 and 12, right? And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for the Most High, right? And Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before the Most High, right? You see here Jethro making sacrifices, right? You know, just like how we see the other men as well with Jonah, right? With 13. And Salakia, and it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning until the evening. Right? 14. And and when when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone? And all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening. Right? And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of the Most High. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of the Most High and his laws. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good. Thou wilt surely wear away both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee, for thou art not able to perform it thyself alone. So he was, in other words, giving Moses advice, right? So he was giving Moses advice, you know, as in, right, set up certain men. So therefore, it's like order, right? So, like if one man over 10,000, right, of people, and then all these 10,000 people had like come together, right? And this one man had to like raise his voice up so loud, right, for them to hear and whatnot, and then some might not hear. So therefore, it's like, all right, you set up this man over some, this man over some, this man over some, and then you report to these men, and then those men go back and tell the ones that you set them over. So it's more like a council, right? So in other words, it have like Moses, right, being the mediator, and then he like set up men over the tribes. So therefore, it wouldn't be so heavy on him, right? So you see that Jethro giving Moses advice. Understand? And as well, he made sacrifice. Now, does that mean that the Lord dealing with Jethro on that level? Right? Brothers would see these things and so it have hundreds of precepts showing you that the Lord only dealing with Israel. Right? Hundreds and hundreds of precepts, the Lord only dealing with Israel. Right? We could go through precepts wholly that the Lord only dealing with Israel. And then brothers would bounce up these little precepts and just be stumbled, right? All your knowledge from before gone, right? All your breakdowns from before gone when you see these things. You understand? So, but as not knowing the scriptures, right? Then we go to Numbers 23 and verse 1, right? This is the book of Numbers 23 and verse 1, right? Let's see. And Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. Right? Now, this was a heathen, right? And Balak did as Balaam had spoken, and Balak and Balaam offered on every altar a bullock and a ram. Right? Even though, up to verse 5. Right? So I can continue. And Balaam said unto Balak, stand by the burnt offering, and I will go peradventure. Right? Peradventure. Let me just go into the meaning of this word. Right? Peradventure. Understand? Um, so okay, let me just switch it up. So okay, right? So peradventure. Right now. Keep in mind it's a heathen, right? So peradventure. Let's see what this means. Right? In other words, it means maybe, right? It's a peradventure, right? It's a perhaps. You understand? It have, as you know, it's a uncertainty or doubt as to whether something is the case, right? So maybe, it's like, in in other words, maybe they're not sure, right? So it's a the street say, and select it, and my bad, and Balaam said unto Balak, stand by the burnt offering, and I will go. Peradventure, meaning maybe the Lord will come to meet me, and whatsoever he showed me, I will tell thee. And he went to an high place, and the Most High met Balaam, and he said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars, and I have offered upon every altar a bullock and a ram. Eh? Sorry. And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, return unto Balak, and thus shalt thou speak. Right? So now the Lord put a word, right, in Balaam's mouth. So now, does this mean that the Lord dealing with him? Right? This don't mean that the Lord dealing with him. You understand? No. It have certain levels, you understand? That the Lord could use his men, right, to bring forth certain prophecies and whatnot. But this don't mean that the Lord dealing with them on that level. You understand? But let's see these things and think, all right, everybody could save the Lord, right? We see which part, but that's talking about no matter what race, right? Everybody could save the Lord. Understand? This don't mean that the Lord dealing with these nations. Understand? Brothers, not knowing the scriptures, right? Um, let's have a few more. Let's look at Job 42 and verse 7. Right? A key point. So look at Job 42 and verse 7. Right? Up to verse 9. Right? So Job 42 and verse 7. And it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz the Temanite, my wrath is kindled against thee, and against thy 2 friends, for ye have not spoken of me the thing that is right, as my servant Job had. Therefore take unto you now 7 bullocks and 7 rams. Now keep in mind these 2 heathens, right? Right? Therefore take unto you now 7 bullocks and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer up for yourselves a burnt offering, and my servant Job shall pray for you. For him will I accept. Right? For him, for his sake, will I accept. Understand? So this, the Lord not dealing with these nations on that level, right? It say for him will I accept. Understand? The Lord just doing it because of Job. You understand? For him will I accept. Understand? So this don't mean that the Lord dealing with these nations, right? Lest I deal with you after you are folly, and that ye have not spoken of me the thing which is right, like my servant Job. Right? So, so Eliphaz, the Temanite, and Bildad, the Shushite, and Zophar, the Namathite, went and did according as the Lord commanded them. The Lord also accepted Job. Right? So it says, for him will I accept, right? This was only going to do. For Job's sake would I accept it. You understand? So this don't mean that the Lord dealing with these nations, right? And brothers, not knowing the scriptures, brothers being sifted out, right? Not knowing the scriptures, brothers being tossed to and fro with doctrines, not knowing the scriptures. You understand? Let's go to Deuteronomy 30 and verse 7, right? Deuteronomy 30 and verse number 7, right? It says, and the Lord thy God will put all these places upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right? So, in other words, the Lord will put these places upon our enemies. Right? Therefore, just to show you that the Lord not dealing with them, because in the kingdom, right? Let's just say, right? Let's just say because brothers thinking that everybody could serve the Lord, right? So if everybody could serve the Lord, right? According to Isaiah, right, Israel going to take these nations, right, and according to Isaiah chapter 14, right, Israel will take these nations and bring them into captivity, as well as Revelation, I tell you, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So therefore, if the Lord deal with everybody who going into captivity in the kingdom, right, how that is justice? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Yes, these nations would have to be keeping these feast days as I tell you, but they would be rebelling. Understand? That's why I say we can rule over them with a rod of iron, right? So it don't make no sense. It definitely can't add up that the Lord dealing with these nations, right? So God's will is always edified and understand that the Lord only dealing with Israel, right? And the Lord not dealing with these nations and know these nations. In other words, when you see that they're making certain sacrifices and whatnot, that don't mean that the Lord dealing with them, right? The Lord not dealing with them on that level, right? So God's will is always edified and understand that the Lord is only for Israel. So that I bid a shalom.